guys who might be under the radar a little bit. Quinn, kind of that guy, and he talked about talking to you about maybe redshirting or at least sitting out. I mean, just can you talk about what you want to see from him and what kind of player he is?
You know, I saw Quinn last year when Huntington Prep played a game in Cincinnati, but the game was a 60-point game, so I didn't get a whole lot, but he was a pretty good player. And I saw him more this summer and just fascinated with his skill for his size. And then when I found out he's really young for his class, you know, we started to think that, you know, to have 6 players in one recruiting class and say that you're going to play them all again, I think somebody's going to get squeezed out because, you know, I know other programs talk about, you know, we don't play positions, but when you run a play, you call somebody the point guard or the 2 guard, so I think you have to. All this, you know, positionless, you know, garbage that people talk about. What position are you playing when a play is called? So we knew we couldn't really take 6 guys and let those players feel great about their opportunity. But we saw something in Quinn that we feel like his best days as a player are well ahead of himself. And he's tough. He loves the game. And I think that, you know, with a year of transitioning to, you know, how we play, how we do things, getting his body, you know, full year with Coach Kettler, I feel like in a couple of years people could be like, where did this kid come from? Because he has a toughness about him, he's not afraid, and he's got a really high level of skill for somebody who's 6'8", 6'9".
And with Aiden, he was the last one. How important to kind of end the commitment with his?
Yeah, it was. You know, Aiden told me after he committed, you know, Coach, I knew I was coming to Louisville in June, and I said, well, you might want to maybe give me a heads up so I didn't have to sweat for 3 months. But you know, there's some things when you have mom back home in Ireland, and you know, you're living with aunt and uncle, and they've got crazy work schedules. You know, we knew it would take a couple days to get the letter back, but you know, Aiden had every intention of being a Cardinal, and I think you can see that on his social media. I mean, he's super juiced to be a part of this program, and we are as well. He's a special kid. I know everybody points to his, you know, physicality, his athleticism, and all that stuff, but you know, he's almost a 4.0 student. When he came over here, you know, he was just another kid from overseas, and really carved out through an unbelievable work ethic that I think he got from his mom. You know, he's become a high major prospect, and we're lucky to have him.
What went into the decision to go to Ireland, to say, I'm going to go visit the family?
I think it was important to Aiden. And, you know, I'm going to coach her son. And I think, you know, you can get on the phone and you can, you know, make your points over there. But I think if you show it versus talk about it, I just think that hopefully that resonated with them. Because, you know, they're entrusting, she's entrusting, you know, a coaching staff that possibly she's never met before with her son for, you know, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You know, who knows? And so I wanted to make sure that, you know, she knew what I was all about. I took my daughter because, you know, it's not every day that you can go to Ireland and see a different part of the world and experience, you know, things that she got to experience. So it was a fun trip. It was exhausting, but you know, I wanted Aiden's mom to feel really comfortable with who her son was going to be coached by over the next however many years.
And Jalen was one of the first guys you guys were on when you got the job. Mike was one of the first. Yeah. Jalen said Mike was one of the first, you know, contact him. Can you just, he's kind of scratching the surface as well. He's got so much potential.
He really is. I remember his dad now. I was an assistant at Xavier, and he was, you know, conference player of the year at Charlotte. He was a monster. Dunked everything around the rim, versatility out the three. I mean, and then when I found out, you know, he had a son, and, you know, to me, he was one of the better power forwards on the AAU circuit. You know, when he was at his best, I mean, he was affecting the game both ends of the floor. He'd block a shot, he'd scoop up the loose ball rebound, he'd dribble it up. You know, he'd fire a great pass. The guy would miss a three, and he'd tip dunk it. It was just like he was doing everything. But he had those moments where, you know, lapses in concentration or he bobbled the ball. You can just see that Jalen's, his long-term potential is through the roof. I mean, he can shoot the ball. he's really versatile for his size, and I don't think he's begun to scratch the surface in terms of his body. You know, he always says, Coach, I can't put on much weight. And I said, just wait till you get with Kettler. We'll figure it out when it